What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our Darkened Souls, a soul through of Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition here at Vidnoise Verse. So, last time we met and bid farewell to Oscar of Astoria last time, and we got our first, well, not our first, we got our Estus Flask, which allows us to heal. So, let's look at our progress so far. Since we left our comfort zone and since we, fled the demon to fight another day, fight when we're better equipped, we have gotten a way to defend ourselves without weighing ourselves down, to handle these new problems that face us, and to heal when we don't have a bonfire to run to. And also to heal sparingly, because we don't want to create a new comfort zone out of basically Estus flasks and just remain stagnant, because we associate comfort with, we associate safety with a safety of our progress and our growth, when it can very easily lead to stagnance if too heavily dependent on. So we got a key from Oscar last time, and since last time, I've managed to get reacquainted back with buttons. And so here's what I found. Let's look at that key that Oscar gave us. Here. Undead Asylum, Floor 2, East Key. Key to the iron bars on the east side of the second floor of the North Undead Asylum. The Undead Asylum is a giant undead prison, segmented by countless iron bars. Even if an undead were to escape from a cell, passage to the outside world would not be gained easily. Ain't that the truth? So, what does that mean? Well, won't be gained easily. We've already faced one enemy, and we nearly got crushed by a ball that was likely dropped by another enemy. So, what do these enemies mean? And what does it mean now that we're going to face that Asylum Demon again? Because we're going to, even if this episode has to be a little extra long. Well, think of it this way. All these little enemies, the little ones, they're fear. They're little fears, they're little doubts, they're little voices of derision and of challenge that you can't get any further. They're like, what if, but, etc., etc. That will absolutely plague you when you decide to really pursue your dream with the passion that it deserves. And as for the Asylum Demon, it represents, as it always has, not just our own fear, but the fear of those who love us and know what's best, those who have seen us in the encumbering armor we used to wear, and know, once we voice our dream, that as we were before, we could not achieve what we want to now. And so they spoke doubt. They may have spoken doubt. They may have cast aspersions or shadows on it. And, pointed out that, well, how are you going to do that? I don't think you can handle that, etc., etc. But, it's different for all of us. But the same theme is, we don't think you can do it because of the way you are. But, like we did before, we typically take that to mean that either A, they're betraying us, or B, that they don't really believe in us. They believe, but what we've done now with it, handling things in a different way than we did before, which we would not have seen as necessary had we kept all that bad habit armor on, a way to defend ourselves and hold fast without weighing ourselves down, and a way to recover from injury, which I'm not going to waste, because you shouldn't waste it. We are no longer the person that they knew, the person that would not be capable of whatever our dream might be. We are now growing towards that person, and as we are, at the very least, we can silence their fears with showing them that we're willing to grow and continue growing. So let's go ahead and, first off, away with you, little doubt. Now, let's see, where are the rest? See? Weapon is it's difficult to name what this mindset would be. I think you could kind of call it, how can we go about this problem differently? It's almost like we're testing the water with it. And that's the way to handle certain kinds of problems, but other kinds of problems require more active action. Like, you can't test the waters with this problem. My first backstab of the game. Wow, it didn't work. Well, it worked, but it didn't do what it usually does, which is insta-kill. So, and see that? That guy had armor. That guy had a shield like us. Our problems are going to be a lot more difficult. A lot more tricky. But now, let's see how we fare better. This time, my money is on us. And look at that, first blood. That's how the people that you love are going to feel. That's what's going to happen to their fear when you show them how much you've changed. Look at that, we're doing so much better. Oh, nope. Look at that, we were able to take that hit. No damage. Also no damage. Oh, but we took a hit. We're healing, gathering our resolve. Wow, I can't believe we remained standing with them. Big finish. Look at that. We did it. And it's going to feel that big a deal, that explosive, when we do it in real life, to the fear of those who love us most. We show them we're not the same person we were before. We can handle ourselves quite well. And we can continue to do so. And look at that. Remember, we had some souls and we lost them the first time we died? Well, guess what? We picked ourselves back up. Picked ourselves back up and are now ready to move forward. In a way, you could almost say, with their blessing. Let's go ahead and look at that new key. Big Pilgrim's Key. Because we're all kind of pilgrims in this journey of life, aren't we? Looking for that sacred place to be. Big Pilgrim's Key. Key to the inner door of the undead asylum. Main hall. Big key belonging to a chosen undead pilgrim like us. But this chosen undead knows not what this pilgrimage has in store. Also true. But I do know one thing. We're readier to handle it. And we're no longer as afraid of the unknown as we were before. We're still afraid. But that's the thing about courage. Courage can't exist. People say someone's so courageous, or someone's so fearless, and they'll say courageous and fearless in the same sentence. You can't be both. It's impossible. Because fearless means you don't have any fear at all. Courageous means you're afraid, but you're strong enough of heart and mind and soul to stand up anyway and to face that fear. That is courage, and that is what we have, and what all winners have. That is what separates us from those who have not come this far. We don't know what this journey has in store for us, especially if you've never played the game or are new to this or are unfamiliar with it. But as we are now, and as we'll continue to be in the future, we're going to be able to handle it. So, thank you so much for watching this last Asylum episode. Well, part 1 of the Asylum episode. Thank you for liking, favoriting, subscribing. Click on that notification bell so you can stay on top of when we release new episodes like these 3. And the other episodes that are going to be released on that first Tuesday that I make my comeback, which should be within the week. But you'll already know that. I'll already have made the announcement. But we should be releasing at least every Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And as time goes on, I will probably be releasing one every day. But until that time, whether it's a click away or a week away, for this cutscene, I'm going to go ahead and, well, I'll wave. Peace be with you guys. We're off to Lorgen at last, free of the asylum, and free to discover more of who we are, what we can do.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
We're out of the asylum, everybody. We're out of the asylum and on the road to our dream. I'll be seeing you next time.